Come along with us to conduct our community nutrition assessment for Walton County, Georgia. In this assessment, we conducted research through one-on-one interviews with health professionals and residing individuals from the cities of Monroe, Loganville, Social Circle, and between. Overall, the results of the community assessment were positive and indicated ample resources, good health, and a thriving community.
However, we would be remiss not to address the underlying health concerns that are present in Walton County. To uncover the present health concerns within Walton County, we first traveled to Loganville, Georgia. Let's hear from a Loganville High School administrator what she thinks of the overall wellness of the city of Loganville.
First one, what do you think are like three most important factors for a healthy community, and does Loganville have those factors?
For a healthy community, I would think a good Parks and Rec space. What else? I guess access to healthcare.
Do you think that y'all have plenty of healthcare resources, or is there like a lack in some areas?
I think we have easy accessibility. I think we do.
For the remainder of the interview, we discussed what life was like as a Loganville resident. According to the 2020 U.S. Census Bureau, Loganville has a population of 14,127 and is one of the major cities in Walton County. It appeared that the center of Loganville held many of the city's resources and that the outskirts comprised neighborhoods and parks. In the town center, we noted that there were many grocery stores available to the community, such as Publix, Ingles, Kroger, and a Walmart Supercenter, along with multiple physicians' offices such as family medicine or gynecology clinics. These were all connected by sidewalks that allowed for easy access for the citizens of Loganville. Down the road from the town center was the Meridian Park and Recreational Center that had a playground, indoor gyms, and walking track, and 24 acres of land with an outdoor walking path. This is one of the many parks available in Loganville.
The next city we visited in our community assessment is Monroe, Georgia. Similar to Loganville, Monroe is another major city in Walton County and has a population of 14,928 according to the 2020 U.S. Census Bureau. A part of Monroe's charm is its walkable historic downtown center where there is a growing number of small businesses, retail stores, and private practices. Monroe has a large access to healthcare resources, including the Piedmont Walton Hospital, which is the only hospital within Walton County. Near downtown is the Piedmont Industrial Park and Athens Technical College Monroe campus, showing workforce development and educational opportunities.
One night to speed up truth, we had a promise made, 4 hands and then away, both under influence.
We also interviewed a healthcare technician at the Walton County Employee Health Clinic.
Could you give us a brief synopsis of what y'all do here and just kind of like give us a lay of the land? And then we'll have other specific questions about healthcare in general. That's okay.
So we are the Walton County Employee Health Clinic. We only see Walton County employees that have the county insurance, and we do everything here from primary care all the way to like doing drug screening.
Okay.
So we have an array of
Yeah.
things that we do here.
Gotcha. So what about the community as a whole? Do y'all feel like there's adequate resources?
Not quite sure about the different towns.
Okay.
Because we just don't have that data. But I would say that overall, good health, and they stay on top of things. I mean, during regular like flu and COVID seasons, of course, we
It ramps
those,
up,
but as far as like just a downfall of like just unhealthy people, they're very proactive too on like.
That's what my next question was going to be.
Yeah, they're very proactive on like say for instance if we refer them out to somewhere, if they don't hear from the referral, they're very proactive with calling us and letting us know, hey, I haven't heard from anyone. Are we still doing this? Is there something I can do? And we go from there.
So with that, do you feel like Walton County or just Monroe in general has like one specific health problem that y'all see more of, or even if it's just like lack of health care, not really like a problem, but or not really, like overall y'all are pretty balanced?
I think we're pretty balanced, but we do see a high thing of like blood pressure.
Okay.
But again, we see a lot of the county,
Yeah.
so that could be part of that. It could be what they do for work, or we do use you guys, Georgia State University for dietitian stuff.
We appreciate it.
Yeah,
thank you so much. Seriously.
While walking through the downtown area, we came upon a wellness clinic called Balanced Bodies and interviewed their nurse practitioner.
So we're doing a community assessment for our public health class. We all got assigned counties, and we're just coming in kind of assessing different health professionals and talking about the community and like different health services and stuff.
So we do wellness. So essentially we try to see people before they get sick. And a lot of that includes hormone replacement, and that has lab testing with it. And we do that for men and women. Then we do medical weight loss. We do vitamins. We also provide IV therapy and peptides. And we also have Botox, so injectables. Yeah.
Do most of your patients get referred to you guys, or they come here once they have an issue?
Most people come from word of mouth.
Okay.
So we're a self-pay clinic, which means we don't accept insurance. So most people find us on their own. Like they have a need and they find out, yeah. Like most common, they come in and say, I just have really low energy. Do you think you can help me figure this out? Or I have all these symptoms of menopause. Are you able to help me? And that's how most people come in. Or weight loss.
Walton County or Monroe specifically, do you guys feel like this is like the first clinic, like a new up and coming thing, or is this something that like you just were like, hey, I want to start because there's a need in the county, or?
There aren't a lot of clinics. This area is not saturated.
Okay.
So for this kind of care, to the amount of people that we have, and especially the amount of people that we have coming.
Gotcha. Healthcare, like do you feel like Monroe just lacks a few areas specific, or not really?
There are a few specialties that I know we don't have in Monroe yet that you would have to go to either Athens or Gwinnett, I think, to get.
Do you know what some of those specialties are?
I've heard urology. That's what I understand is we don't have a really strong urologist here in town. That's what somebody told me or mentioned. I think the fertility clinic had mentioned that they were looking for a urologist to refer to. Things that would be lacking is at the hospital, like Walton. So they have some specialists, but they have a lot of areas where if you need that specialist, you can be seen at the hospital, admitted, but they have to transfer you to a larger healthcare system to get a neurosurgeon, or something like that. So yeah, we don't have as many specialists at the hospital yet.
How many hospitals are there?
In Walton County?
Yeah.
I think there's only the one.
Okay.
Because there's Piedmont Walton, Loganville doesn't have a hospital, and Social Circle doesn't. So yeah, just the one.
Calling you to say.
As we traveled from Loganville to Monroe, we passed through a small town called Between, Georgia. We immediately noticed a distinction between the heavily populated cities like Monroe and Loganville versus the scarcely populated like Between. According to the 2020 U.S. Census Bureau, Between has a population of 402 residents and spans about 1.3 square miles.
Let's see where this ends. Let's let the weeds wear out.
As we drove through, we only saw homes and neighborhoods with no resources such as grocery stores or clinics, except for Between Grocery, which was a small gas station with a market inside. In comparison to the other cities, Between was far less urbanized with untouched land, winding roads, lower speed limits, and fewer sidewalks. Although the town of Between had little resources that could immediately be accessed, the town's location between Loganville and Monroe meant that less than a 10-minute drive would get a resident to either city where plenty of resources could be found.
The last city we visited was Social Circle, Georgia. Upon arrival, it was immediately noticed how active the citizens of Social Circle were. Many of the citizens were out walking on the available sidewalks that went through the town and neighborhoods. Social Circle has a downtown area similar to Monroe with local stores and small businesses. The nearby high school had impressive athletic facilities, and the local community center was busy with citizens socializing and participating in activities. Social Circle has several grocery stores and markets available to their citizens, but it was noticed that there was a lack of physicians in the area.
Forget what they say. Pump beside the dark in the sunlight. Nothing but the water in the sunrise now. Just a lack of an open mouth. Cause this town's just an ocean now. Hey, I miss this place, your head and your heart. And my dad still tells me when they're playing your songs.
From an outside perspective, Walton County appears to be a bustling city with great resources and good health, but according to public health reports, drug and alcohol misuse among teens, specifically opioid abuse, has been identified as a prevalent countywide issue. The public health reports were confirmed when we interviewed local law enforcement in another city of Walton County called Social Circle.
Carter. I'm 28 years old. I grew up in Grayson, Georgia.
Okay.
And I'm a police officer.
If there was one public health issue in the community that you could implement a change for, what do you think it would be?
Good question. I would definitely say marijuana use, but also I would say alcohol abuse, right? With it being such a small town, people think that it's okay to just drive up here and go get multiple drinks and then drive home.
Mm-hmm.
And we've had, a few different DUIs and stuff. So,
Maybe that.
That's a big issue, right?
Our group proposes a practical, sustainable solution, integrating substance abuse education into the existing PE curriculum in Walton County high schools. The program can be enriched with real-world expertise and community engagement by collaborating with local resources like WIC, Piedmont Walton Hospital, and the Walton County Prevention Coalition. Moving forward, this assessment will serve as the foundation for a more detailed project proposal that outlines specific goals and plans. With the support of local leaders and institutions, we are confident that Walton County can take meaningful steps towards reducing substance abuse among its youth and promoting healthier, more informed communities.